It's gone so far you can't even say what you think. All I know is just because someone has a different opinion than me on something doesn't mean I'm going to cancel that person. Coach Greg and Arnold Schwarzenegger, the man, the myth, the legend, someone we've worshipped for years, guess what? He's been canceled. I'm not making this shit up. Arnold's been canceled. All the things he's done positive his entire life, all canceled because he said one thing. And what was that one thing? Screw your freedom. Can you believe he said it?
No. Screw your freedom.
I watched all of it start to finish, and when he said that, I just had to cringe. I was like, screw your freedom. I was thinking about the men and women who serve countries fighting for people's freedom, and I was like, it just didn't sound good. The optics or auditory, the optics, well, that's visual, the auditory of it, the listening to it, it just was not cool. And what happened in the aftermath of this? Well, so many of Arnold's fans were revolted. Brian Shaw took down Arnold Schwarzenegger's poster in his gym, made a video about it. Other people doing the same thing, speaking out about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Mixed Strength and Power posted a video showing that Redcon 1 is pulling out of supporting the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic, no longer attending the events. And why? Well, because Arnold said, screw your freedom.
Redcon 1 pulls out from supporting any future Arnold Classic competitions, is what they say in this video.
And so the irony of the whole thing is that what people are doing in retaliation to what Arnold says is the exact same thing in return. They're saying, no, screw your freedom, Arnold. His freedom to say, screw your freedom. His freedom to have an opinion. And do we all have to agree with his opinion? Of course not. Imagine if every one of my subs had to agree with everything I said. Guess how many subs I'd have? Zero subs. Zero. There's not one person on this planet that agrees with everything I say, including my own freaking brother, family, everybody. So in saying we're no longer going to your shows, we're not doing anything to do with you, we're not having any association with you whatsoever because you said that, that's you doing the same thing to Arnold as he did to you. If we can't agree to disagree, all marriages would end. Think of it. You think me and Ali agree on everything? Do you think any marriage doesn't have to compromise that one person could say one thing and the other something else? You don't think that friends can have different opinions? That one person can vote for one politician and your friend vote for a different politician? You don't agree on the same things, but you still can be friends. You can be a meat eater and be friends with someone who's vegan. You don't have the same morality, the same thoughts, the same beliefs, but you can agree to disagree and be friends and talk. Whether you're gay, straight, trans, bisexual, we can all be friends. We might not agree on the same exact things, but we can agree to disagree and still be friends. A person like Arnold can say something of which we disagree with, but we still can be friends. We don't need to have cancel culture for everything people say. We all know that it's not okay to judge someone based on the color of their skin, whether they're male or female, whether they're small, tall, short, fat. We don't judge people based on how they look, but it seems to think that we can judge everyone based on everything they say. Every single thing they say, we judge them and we cancel them for any opinion they might have. Even making videos such as this, I'm told, don't make this video. Because if you say an opinion and someone disagrees with you, they won't like you anymore and they won't follow you. It's not good for business. Don't have an opinion. So what happens? Everyone has to keep their mouth shut. No one can say anything. Why? Because they're scared that something they say will ruffle feathers and no one will like them anymore. They'll be canceled. So what freedom do we have without the freedom of speech to at least say what you think? Someone can respond and say, I disagree with that. I think you're a moron. That's a stupid thing to say. But you don't have to cancel them. They can say it and you can say why it's stupid, why it's moronic. Explain yourself, but we don't need to hate people and wish death upon other people. It doesn't have to go that far. We can agree to disagree. I think that comment is stupid. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. And here are the reasons why. Not Ban Arnold from everything. Shut him out the door. Is that really what you want? Is that what you want your kids to grow up to be? To grow up in a society where you can't say anything, you're scared to have an opinion because what if it's different than your friends? Whether you like the idea of wearing a mask or not, should you not have the right to say that? I think you should wear a mask. I don't think so. I think you should because of this. I don't think you should because of that. I read this, you read that. Oh, I disagree. You disagree. Doesn't mean we can't be friends. Doesn't mean we have to hate people. People are so scared to talk about politics, religion, and so on. And nowadays, it's anything to do with the Cove. We're not even saying the freaking real word for the Cove on YouTube. Think of how moronic it's become. Think of it. Nick Strength and Power, literally sponsored by Redcon 1, can't even say his opinion on if he agrees or disagrees with it.
I'm not going to give any sort of opinion on this because I feel like this issue is a politicized issue, and I'm not going to say my opinion one way or the other on this.
I'm going to show Arnold's clip in its entirety so that you get it not out of context, but I'm not going to say my opinion on if I agree or disagree with it. It's gone so far you can't even say what you think. Because what if Nick agrees with it? What if he disagrees with it? Is Nick Strength and Power, is he going to be banned if he in fact agrees with Arnold? Or if he disagrees with Arnold? You can't say if you agree or disagree. And in my country of Canada, the United States, we have freedoms. We're allowed to do things. But we're not actually allowed to do everything, but yet we still have freedom. I feel like I have freedom. But yet when I go in a car, I have to wear a seatbelt, even if I don't want to. I'm forced to. If not, I'm breaking the law. When I'm driving on the highway, I'm not allowed to text and drive. When I pull up to a stop sign, they make me come to a full stop. I'm like, why can't I just creep by? There's no cars coming, but I have to come to a full stop or I'm breaking the law. Last I checked, I'm not allowed to rob a bank. I'd like to have a lot of money, but I can't go into a bank and just forcefully take it because it's against the law. We make laws. I like to use PDs. I want to use testosterone. I need a prescription from my doctor. In Canada, it's legal to use PDs. United States, not. Without this prescription from your doctor. Different countries have different rules. So do you in fact have your freedom? So do you in fact have your freedom if you can't do every single thing that you want? Not saying that Arnold was saying that, not sure what he meant to say in saying screw your freedom, because as I'm hearing it, I'm like, what are you talking about?
There is a virus here. It kills people. And the only way we prevent it is to get vaccinated, to wear masks, to do social distancing, washing your hands all the time, and not just to think about, well, my freedom is being kind of disturbed here. No, screw your freedom.
Not sure if he meant to say that wearing a mask doesn't mean you don't have your freedom, or if it does, or if you should do whatever you want or not. I don't know what he meant exactly. So I don't know exactly what his intentions are. I don't know if he was paid to do it, not paid. I know nothing about this. And I don't follow all that's going on with the cold, but all I know is, like everyone, I'm freaking sick of it. Probably all of you sick of it. But all I know is just because someone has a different opinion than me on something doesn't mean I'm going to cancel that person. In this world, we're bound to come across people that have different opinions than that of ourselves. And rather than just judge the person and say, they're a horrible person, they're an animal abuser because they eat eggs or drink milk, rather than saying you're a horrible human being, you drink alcohol, therefore you're promoting drinking and driving. Really, I drink alcohol, but I don't drink and drive. How am I promoting? Well, people think it doesn't mean it's true. So yes, we're going to come across a lot of people with different opinions, but sometimes we just have to agree to disagree, because if not, this world is going to be full of hate. No one's going to get along. No one's going to dare say anything. And then what freedom will we have left if you're scared to say anything because your fear of being judged and canceled? Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Please watch one of the booths. Don't forget, Harder Than Last Time supplements. Please click the link in the description. Also, coaching plans by me and my team. Cookbooks, trading books. Subscribe, click the bell button, and be good to each other and agree to disagree. And until next time, I am out.